Good morning. Time to get started. It is 5 o'clock, so it's our usual time. Now let's get started. Okay, so before I start the morning routine, just wanted to share one thought with you, which is that uh, our our mind, right? There are different parts to it. So there is a part of us which wants to do easy things and have an easy life. So there is a part of our brain, part of our mindset, part of our personality, which wants to relax and sleep and watch movies and eat popcorn and do all the stuff which normally you would call fun or easy or enjoyable. There is also what we don't often realize, which most of us sort of miss out throughout our life, is there is also a part of us which wants challenge. So let me give you an example. So let us say I invite you for two events. Okay, in one event I say that okay, we will practice for 4 weeks and we will have a 1 kilometer run. And another event I say okay, we'll practice for maybe not 4 weeks, let's say 8 weeks, but we will have a 16-kilometer run. Now, which one would you want to join for? Now, I cannot speak for everyone. Right? Individuals, we are all different people, but a vast majority of us would want to join for the 16-kilometer run, not for the 1 kilometer. And that is the reason why there are so many people who want to climb Mount Everest, but you don't hear about the people being similarly excited about climbing a mountain which is 3,000 meters high. So which means that we want excitement, we want challenge, we want to be challenged. Not always, not all the time. And as I said, there's also a part of us which wants to just eat cotton candy and ice cream and just take it easy. Right? Now, so it's essentially inside us there are conflicting, there are so to say two different people inside us pulling in different direction. Which one wins? That is up to us, right? Depending on how we shape our mindset. So there are some people who spend all their lives sleeping on the couch and watching TV and then blaming everybody else for their problems, and then they get into drugs and alcohol and smoking. I'm not making a value judgment, I'm just making an observation, right? And and if that lifestyle led to satisfaction, I would say that's fine, it's okay, right? But often it ends up creating more and more dissatisfaction. As they get more dissatisfied, they go down further, they'll sleep even more, they'll watch even more binge watching of movies, and then it goes down. That is one direction which we can go. Other direction is essentially what we're trying to do here in this program, which is the path of discipline, which is a tough path. Not many people want to sort of you know naturally our tendency is not to go there. But the point I'm making is, we can, if we are thoughtful, if we are deliberate, we can make ourselves go in the second direction. I would argue that the second direction is painful in the short term, but that is the only direction which will give you long term happiness. And the proof of this is, I can throw it as a challenge. You can watch 8 episodes of some Netflix serial, and you can have coffee and ice cream and coke, and you can have pizzas. So you can do it for 24 hours. After that, you tell me how you'll feel. If you feel great, no problem. That's what you should do. But I can guarantee that anyone who does that would feel very wretched. You would feel like you wasted your time, and it's going to create a lot of dissatisfaction. Right? So essentially, the answer is pretty simple. Take some pain initially, right? And you have a good shot at least being satisfied that I did my best. Or we just let things go, and that, like, it leads to regret upon regret. Just it keeps building up. And unfortunately, because we are not taught these things, we're not trained to think like this. A lot of us go with our first instinct, which is the so to say easy life. Easy, and I don't mean just easy. What I mean is easy and just sort of giving into the first temptation that comes in. Right? Now, that this program, we are trying to change that, and that is why it is hard, and that is why I'm sure those of you, uh, a lot of you have been coming here for many weeks now. I'm sure you find it challenging. Every day it is a little bit challenging. Even when I'm also used to waking up at 4. In fact, today I woke up at 4 o'clock. I'm trying to wake up at 4:30, but usually it happens earlier. But still, it is hard. There's always a temptation to, like, go back to sleep and, I'll do it tomorrow. But then we should, our mind tells us, let's go to sleep, we'll do it tomorrow. But there should be another part of us which tells us, no, I know what that will lead to. I've been through that. I've been that route. I've walked that road. I know that journey. I know the outcome is not good. So we make this choice. That is what essentially this program is about. Okay, so there's a thought I want to share with you. Now let's just quickly get started. So, okay, very quickly. So we're going to do meditation and physical workout. Meditation is the art of being mindful. Okay, it is the art of being present. And why do we? I'll keep reminding you, and as I keep reminding myself, why is that important? That is important because our mind is not used to being in the present, and a lot of times, a lot of unhappiness and anxiety comes. Why do I, whenever I'm stressful, whenever I'm anxious, why am I anxious? I'm anxious because I'm thinking about the future. In the present moment, something is happening, but I'm not able to. I'm not focusing on that. And when I'm not focusing, I'm missing out on the whole experience. Right? This is something I have. For me, it has been a very very common occurrence. Similarly, you think about past and, oh, this should happen, that should have happened. So essentially, looking at future, looking at past all the time, obsessively, not objectively, just like thinking about it, subconsciously. That is what we need to sort of control and bring down. Meditation helps you do that. How do you do that? So very simple. Sit comfortably on a chair, sofa, cushion, whatever, right? And bring your attention to now, the present moment. Now, how do you bring your attention to the present moment? So you can use your breath as the anchor. So essentially, take a few deep breaths, right? Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth a couple of times. So it'll calm us down a little bit. Oxygen flow increases. You'll actually take like 5 or 6 deep breaths, and you'll feel your brain like, cooling down a little bit, right? And then breathe normally. Just focus on the breath, the physical sensation. No magic here, no mantra, nothing. Just focus on the physical sensation of breath going in and then coming out. And if you want, you can count. And when you do that, your mind will wander. दिमाग में कभी कुछ ये ख्याल आएगा, वो आएगा. Just uh, whenever that happens, acknowledge that. Okay, so I'm thinking about this, right? And then think of it like, it's like a ball of smoke. Just let it gently dissipate. Let that thought just vanish. So I'm thinking about something. Okay, I'm thinking about this, and then, okay, now it's gone. Now bring your attention back to your breath, right? And just repeat that cycle. And that is the practice of meditation. Do it for 10, 15 minutes. If you can do longer, that's phenomenal. One suggestion I have is, don't sit in a very uncomfortable position. If you're sitting on a hard floor, your ankles are hurting, then what will happen is, you can meditate for 15, 20 minutes, but after 5 minutes, it'll be like, oh, this is hurting, that's hurting. So make yourself comfortable. If you need some back support, you can take that, which I do. So I normally sit on a chair, or the sofa or something, and that's perfectly fine. Right? So that is a practice of meditation, which is being mindful. And the next thing is physical workout, for at least half an hour. If you can do more, it's fantastic. And when we do physical workout, I want you to push yourself, like push a little harder, not push to the point where you injure yourself, right? But I'm saying, if I'm comfortable working out for like half minutes, push a little harder. And that is when you will sort of really start benefiting and really start, seeing the the body releases endorphins, and that happens when we are pushed to a limit, right? So there is a big difference between like having a comfortable morning walk, which is helpful, versus like, doing something a little strenuous and challenging. So I would ask you to do the latter, right? So that's it for today. Let me just quickly say hello to all our friends who are here. So Amit, I'm going to sleep, so he's got to sleep. So Amit, if you're still awake, yeah, hi, good morning. Prashant, Sagar, Rohit, Ashok, Rajat, Lakshay, Nirmalya, Imanyu, Abhishek, Mayank Shekhar, Gitesh, Chetna, Rakesh, Kashish, Shivam, Amit, Nitin, Disha, Kaustav, Rahul, Kripa, Nikhil, Chinna, Pankaj, Ajay, Abhimanyu again, I think, Ketan, Kamal, I'm seeing for the first time, so welcome. Pasha, Vineet, again, probably for the first time. Shashank, Kritika, hi Rahul, hi Priyanka. So hi guys, so good to see all of you. Those who have not put your comments, hello and good morning to you as well. So the time is 5:10. Okay, so no time to waste. Let's get started. And once we do the morning routine, that'll set us on the second path, the path to like, focus, discipline, and deliberate effort. And let us try to maintain that throughout the day. And we get through, one day goes well, second day goes well, and then things will take off. So that's what we are doing. Okay, thanks for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow again. What time? 5 o'clock. Have a lovely day. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.